What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the garage. Welcome back to the Daily Car Guy. It's another day, a little bit of working on the car. In my last video, I did a rear muffler delete. I kinda hooked it up in a ratchet way, so I gotta take a look at that. But I'm gonna take you out, have a listen to the car, and give you a few pros and cons about deleting your rear muffler. But first, gotta dive in to remounting it, because the mounting I didn't really work. It's already broken. I don't know if you can see it, but the pipe is actually hanging on the axle. So I'm gonna firstly address that. But guys, if you like car content, working on cars, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see every of my videos and be notified about it. So I got this thing on jack stands once again, and as you can see, I just zip tied it up, not really thinking it would get that hot here in the back here, but hot enough to melt the zip ties. So the pipe is constantly hitting the axle in the back, and in the middle the catalytic converter is touching. So I really need to address that immediately, because it's really annoying when driving and everything is rattling. So I'm gonna go under the car, have a little look, and think about how I can fix it a little better. Still temporarily, but it needs to be fixed better. It's gonna be one temporarily, if that makes sense. So had a good idea. I just thought to myself, I had these laying around. I'll show you under the car, so I don't have to unpack all of these. But those are rubbers to hang big things on the wall, which need a bit of play. And well, it's kind of the same as an exhaust rubber for the mountings. So let's just go under the car and I'll show you. So right here, I just squeezed it between the original mounting, drilled a small hole in the exhaust, and now it's still dampened by the new rubber, and it is off of the back axle. But I don't know, I just hope that the little metal hook doesn't dissipate too much heat to the rubber, so it doesn't melt through, which happened to the zip ties. But that's what testing is for. So I'm gonna drive the car around like that, and then in the end I will know if that works. But just like this, I can already give you one con of deleting your muffler. On some cars, well, the most that I know of, you will need to find another way to mount the pipe that's left under the car, because otherwise it will be hitting your tunnel, or like in my case the rear axle, and it just makes a lot of annoying noise inside the car, a lot of rambling, a lot of vibrations, and that's not something you want. You want the noise but not all the other stuff. That's a little con. I know some cars, like I think a BMW X5 and stuff I saw on YouTube, you don't need to do that because the original mounting points are already where the pipes are connected, so they are supported. But on this old one it isn't, so that's con number one for you. For the next points, I'm gonna be taking the car out, have a little change first, but I'll see you when I find a nice spot. Well, I did promise a different location. Not yet, I couldn't resist. Just pro number one, that cold start every time, every day. Just that cold start, it really gets you. I didn't want you guys to miss it out, so this was it. So now I'm gonna change locations and I'll see you there. The next con about deleting your rear muffler, or any mufflers at all, especially when you take the back ones out with it. This space gets empty. That's where normally the tip would hang, but as you can see, it's empty. Normally there would be a little pipe here, but that's just ending right there right now. So if you want to do that proper, you can weld in just a straight piece, or mount it like the original one with a cutout and a bracket, like mine was. But yeah, I'm gonna be modifying my rear muffler to fill up that space. But if you don't want to do that, just make sure you put in a straight piece of metal where the muffler used to be, and that will be clean. Another con, guys, driving incognito isn't really a thing anymore. Driving in the city, the car rumbles a little bit harder, people tend to hear it, but it's not like it was incognito anyway. Sorry if the sound is a little bit bad here, I'm right next to the highway. And that just brings us to another pro. Just the sheer sound of it, it sounds a lot better. It makes almost every car sound better, especially a Tesla would sound a lot better with the muffler delete, but they don't do it. And when you just tap the gas a little bit, sounds so much better. But that also brings us to another con. It's a little bit louder. It sounds more sporty, like a sports car. It makes you kind of look like a poser, I guess, because it's not a real sports car, you're just faking it. But hey, you do to your cars whatever you like and what makes you like them even more. So if you want to make it sound a little more sportier, just go ahead, cut that muffler out. Tunnels and underpasses are just a whole different experience without the mufflers. So much fun. I cannot stop driving under them. Maybe make a U-turn, have another go. Yeah, tunnels, just a whole new experience. And last but not least, it's so much fun driving the car without a muffler. It's a really fun, cheap mod you can do to your car. It doesn't cost you anything, just a bit of elbow grease if you do it yourself. And it is an easy mod to do yourself, but it's so much fun. It entirely changes the driving experience you get when driving your car. And I like the sound of it, I like the rumble, I like the gurgle. Got some backfire, got a few pops in it. So yeah, I'm really stoked that I did it. And on that note, we've come to the end of this video. Guys, as always, I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.